Hello and welcome to our recycled paper wings tutorial for Devon Learning Recovery Community. You're going to need some glue and a paintbrush or glue spreader, scissors and a pen or pencil, some magazines, newsprint or an old book to cut up, or some nice wallpaper or wrapping paper. We're going to make the feathers out of these, and a flattened cereal box. I've got a nice big cornflakes box here. We're laying it out flat, and I'm going to use the thinner rectangle as the centre of my wings and draw a wing going out round and down to the bottom corner using the whole bigger rectangle. Now we can cut that out. When we get to the middle, just stop there, because we're going to use that as the spine of our wings, and start on the bottom. A nice simple curved shape. We can cut right across the smaller rectangle, and again on this side. Now just take off all this excess. Don't need that for now. Okay, so now we've got one wing. To make the other wing exactly the same, I'm just going to fold that piece in half, line it up with the crease on the other side, and then I'm just going to draw around that wing, and then we'll get a nice even shape. And again we cut that out. Now then obviously we've got the other side as well with the cornflakes packet on, so you can always glue a nice piece of wrapping paper or wallpaper to the back if you want. There we go, now we've got our wings. Now we need to make some feathers to go on our wings. So with the piece of the cereal packet that's left over, I'm just drawing out a feather shape. I'm freehand drawing it from the template that you've received in your materials pack. So you could do that, or you could use the actual feather on the template, or make a much simpler shape. It's up to you really. Now we cut that out. Now we need to make lots of feather shapes. I've got my husband's weather magazines here because he works in the Met Office, and they've got lovely pictures in them. So I'm just going to draw around these with a Sharpie. Now then, my wings used 42 feather shapes. I'm trying to use the colourful bits, but obviously you could use a book if you've got any scraps of old wallpaper lying around, or wrapping paper, or newsprint, all sorts of magazines. You could even do your own colouring or painting onto plain paper and use that. Anyway, you're going to be drawing around and cutting out quite a lot of feather shapes. And there you go. As I say, I used 42. Okay, so now we're going to glue them down. Now I'm going to have my feathers sticking over the edge. They've got quite an ornate shape. It's up to you how you do this really, there's no right or wrong. Put a nice thin layer of the PVA glue down, and we're going to start layering them up. When you start putting another layer on, make sure to put a little bit of glue on the part of the feather underneath that is going to have another feather on top of it. There we go, and it'll soon start building up. I'm trying to go from sort of orangey dark red colours of sunsets and things up to the more lighter blue colours. There you go, and you just keep going. Just keep on going. As you can see at the top here, I've let mine overhang over the top. There we go. We've got our nice feathered wings. I'm quite pleased with those. So now turn it over, and I went over the top of the wings because it had a pointy end, so I'm just going to cut those bits off. Not at the sides. I don't want to take anything off the sides. I just want to trim the top where the pointy bit of my feathers has overhung the edge. As you can see, I did line the back of mine with a piece of old wallpaper, just because my youngest daughter, I think she wants to wear them as a pair of wings. And we'll show you how to turn them into wearable wings in the tutorial. There we go, that's all nice and trimmed up now. There, and there they are, your own pair of wings to fly away. I'm just going to tape a little bit of thread here to each side just to hang them up, and there we are, hanging on the wall. I'm quite pleased with them. I think they're a colourful addition and remind us that we will be free to spread our wings when this lockdown is over. Have a go at home, get cutting out all those feather shapes in front of the telly, and we'll see you in the Zoom tutorial.